feel like everybody has some sort of desire to live a healthier lifestyle and make positive changes to their lives, but a lot of people are not sure where to start. I want this video not only to be me talking to you guys about some of the things that I like to do to help better myself, but maybe we can exchange things in the comments so we can all kind of read up on different things that we can do to help each other out and to make our lives a little bit better. Definitely some things I would like to share with you guys include number one, going vegetarian. As of right now, as I record this, I've been a vegetarian for a year and 11 months, and so next month I will have been a vegetarian for 2 years. And yes, it is difficult. And over a course of a couple of months, I had to try several times over and over and over again to force myself into going vegetarian. But since then, I don't eat any meat, anything that comes from a dead animal. So no beef, chicken, fish, steak, sausage, pork, bacon, none of the above. I know that sounds crazy because I was a manager at McDonald's, and so everybody would be like, wow, like you work in the kitchen at McDonald's, but you're a vegetarian. Yes, that did definitely add to my challenge, I'm not gonna lie. After you do it for long enough though, you really do start to feel better. I have more energy and I can think better and sleep better. And overall, I have enjoyed being a vegetarian so much that I never would like to go back to eating meat ever again. You can also get different sources to give you protein, such as just eating a lot of eggs every day, which are also good for improving your testosterone if you're a male. I'm also not even gonna lie, but I lost a pretty significant amount of weight by going vegetarian, and that's saying a lot because I'm young and I'm not a really big guy or anything. Tying into dieting, I would like to talk about soda. Soda, in my opinion, is pretty freaking addictive. I used to drink it almost every day. You know, Dr. Pepper, Coke, Pepsi, 7-Up, all the good stuff. And even the juices like High C or Hawaiian Punch also have a lot of sugar in them. And between that and of course when you add the carbonation to it as well, it's just not good for your body. But you just like the way it tastes to sip on it and, you know, put it into your body. But as hard as it is, if you can cut out drinking soda, I promise you, you will feel a lot better. What about in the more mental aspect of improving your life? Something that I've been using that's been working pretty well for me has been using this Word of the Day app for my iPhone. And of course, there are equivalents for Android as well. I think it's really cool to learn a new word every day and improve your vocabulary and your literary skills. And when you use a much more interesting vocabulary, you will automatically not only come off as more intelligent and educated and receive more respect, but you in general are opening your mind up to becoming a lot more sophisticated of a person. How about meditation? And by meditation, I don't just mean sitting there with your legs crossed and doing this, but actually sort out your thoughts somehow and go through what's going on in your mind and really sort it out. Something that may be stupid that I like to do is write things down that are running through my head, especially if I keep thinking about them over and over again, and try to figure out, like, what is my personal conclusion on this topic. It's extremely important to me and it helps me out a lot. And I think for anybody, especially that might have a lot of things running through their head at once, you should totally give it a shot. How about reading books to open your mind up? I feel like people don't read anymore because we're all so caught up with so many other things that we find to be more important. But when you read books, it makes you just feel better. It opens your mind up and it exercises your imagination, your vocabulary, your English skills, and ultimately I feel like it can lead to some sort of happiness too. That leads me to tie into this particular book here that a friend of mine let me borrow. Her name is Christina Balboa, and you should check out her YouTube channel as well. It's called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. It's an extremely good book because it talks all about this person's journey from living what's in his eyes as a kind of crappy life into becoming a successful person. And it's all about the mental state that you're in. For example, what about the subconscious mind? When you are a young child, maybe 3 or 4 years old, and you're having a lot of experiences for the first time, your mind is learning to associate different things together. So for example, say you as a child did not get along well with your father. Maybe in the back of your subconscious mind you think of a father, or you think of a male figure as a kind of bad person that you don't really like, whether or not you would agree with that in your conscious mind when you're talking about it, but it's just the way it trains your brain. And so it talks about how you can get deep down into the inside of your brain to change the way your mind associates different things together. And that's just one example. Or what about different frequencies that we give off? If you're a negative and pessimistic person, bad things are going to come your way. Have you ever noticed that that is actually a true statement? And when you have a more positive and optimistic outlook about life, somehow things just seem to work out a little bit better, and you seem to get a little bit more fulfillment out of whatever it is you're doing with your life. I really encourage all of you guys to comment down below on what are some things that you think are important for improving one's lifestyle and basically your guide to happiness, things that you enjoy to do, so we can all kind of check that out and talk about it amongst each other in the comments. I also want to throw out there, everybody wants to make excuses for whatever reason that might be. That's just human nature. But sometimes you need to force yourself into doing things that, even though you don't feel like doing, you know are going to benefit you. Hi guys, if you like this video, don't forget to go to my page, youtube.com/nickslocker, and hit the subscribe button.